And let's address those numbers. 8K miles, those numbers just came out. We're currently joined by Mr. Suresh Venkatachari, the chairman and CEO of the company. Hi, sir. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in today. Well, 91% growth yet again on the revenue, so that's pretty good going. At the halfway mark, you've already done around 370 crores or thereabouts. So you're more than doubled what you achieved in FY16. FY17, more than 500 crores, that's on the cards. And how's FY18 looking?
We are pretty much seeing a similar growth currently, and we did pretty well this quarter compared to, like a lot of holidays and everything. We did a decent growth, and we have acquired a Fortune 100 customer in this quarter, which would help us to scale on the cloud and identity business on security. And we are seeing a growth happening in our life science accounts, where we are planning for the next year, basically the 2017 financial year. Growth with the customers, and we are seeing a very bullish on the cloud adoption into various other divisions of the companies where they are planning to migrate several thousand workloads into the cloud. So those are actually good signs in terms of cloud adoption and cloud growth. Our recent reInvent, AWS reInvent, also given a very positive sign on the growth of the cloud adoption happening across different verticals, including financial services.
Okay.
So we could able to, I think, keep a good momentum.
Mr. Venkatachari, hi, good morning. Before we get chatting more about the company's financials, just last week we heard, a bill which was proposed in the US Congress to protect and grow American jobs. If you could tell us the impact on 8K miles, what percentage of your overall employee base are currently on the H-1B visa in the US? And secondly, what would be the average wages? And therefore, if they're increased to 100,000 as proposed by the bill, what would be the impact on the margins?
Yes. So this law is actually really more focused on a wage arbitrage. 8K months actually focus more on a cloud competency and adding innovation value to the customer rather than purely on a labor arbitrage. That's the game what we play pretty much from the start. And we do have H-1B employees, but our impact is very minimal because most of them are already in above the category of the minimum wage what they propose. So also, if you see our recent acquisition, the signed agreement with the Cornerstone is all 100% local American employees. So we are making a lot of local hires in the several months in the last couple of quarters too. So we don't see a major impact on this. We'll have probably very, very minimal impact if this law really getting implemented. As we see more and more the cloud adoption is started taking up, we could able to deliver a lot of work from India itself rather than even in the US. Especially we need people only for like life science or healthcare, where regulated workloads or data has to be kept in the US, where we have already enough number of local employees. So we don't see a major impact. But however, as for the overall industry, it will have some impact, I see, where a lot of other companies do on more of IT consulting, where arbitrage is the labor arbitrage is the issue.
All right, Mr. Venkatachari, you were talking about, revenues coming in. You've done an acquisition as well. So what's your FY18 numbers going to look like? You're going to do more than 500 crores this year. And also in terms of that acquisition you made, I think it's margin dilutive because it's doing around 20% margins over there in comparison to your 30 plus margins that you're doing currently. So give us some color. How's FY18 looking?
So you would like to, because whatever we see with our customers, the opportunities growing in the cloud, I think we are really upbeat that we could able to grow in a similar fashion in 18, 19 as well. Because the cloud adoption is started really at a very higher phase, where we are partnered with both Microsoft as well as Amazon, and we are witnessing a lot of new accounts what we are signing in, which are more of like a Fortune 100 and Fortune 50 companies and Fortune 500 companies. So where we see there is a lot of activities happening in the cloud, so we could able to keep the momentum going in terms of growth. In terms of the acquisition of the targets, they are actually have a lower profit margin compared to us. However, we expect in probably 6 to 9 months from the date of closing, we could able to ramp up because those customers do not have a cloud opportunities. Currently, it is all like a EHR or a healthcare implementation advisory, where when we put up more of a cloud and recurring revenue using our platform, we could able to grow the margin significantly on a high upwards.
Okay. On this Cornerstone acquisition, you said that the margins will improve to the company average, say, in the next 6 to 9 months post the closure. Will there be any benefit in Q4 on account of this acquisition? Will the revenues get bumped up? And if yes, by how much?
Yeah, if we close, depending on the month of the closure happens with the Cornerstone, it will definitely have an impact on the growth. It will improve. So we are working out the whole integration plan and everything. So as soon as I close the agreement, then from that month, the growth revenue will add into our overall growth. So I do
Closure?
not, yeah, from the closure date.
No, when is the expected closure, if you could help us with that?
It's going to be probably in early February. That's what we are thinking. But if we can able to expedite earlier, we'll close it earlier.
Okay. So there will be a month and a half impact because of the acquired company. Thank you so much for joining in, and all the best. That's the word coming in from 8K.